Welcome back to NBA Cinema. I'm gonna be brief before we get into this workout, but Jonathan Kuminga of the Golden State Warriors has been putting in a lot of work, and you look at everything that's happened in the offseason as far as names they were talking about possibly coming in, but two people that the Warriors didn't want to part ways with was Jonathan Kuminga and Pods, and so Kaminga's trainer has come out and talked about the type of work Kaminga has been putting in. He says these last 60 days have been unbelievable locking in with Jonathan Kaminga. 3 workouts a day focusing on ball handling, shooting, pick and roll reads, defensive concepts, ISOs, and mastering the art of the mid range game. Just know. And so Kaminga, if you look at him, he has to be ready to take that step with Klay Thompson gone. He has to step up and really emerge as the second best player on the team and potentially, working his way towards the most important or best player within the next 2 or 3 years. You look at his ability, his talent, his athleticism, his measurables. There's no reason that he can't be an all-star player in the NBA. So without further ado, we're gonna check out all this work he's been putting in. Let's peep.
Perfect. Perfect.
So when I look at this work that Kuminga's been putting in, you've seen it kind of come together for him over the last few years. And it's about the opportunities he's been given to finally mess up some while contributing. I think Steve Kerr dropped the ball at certain stages of Kuminga's development by not letting him play through certain things. I think, after they won that title, and Andrew Wiggins went out all of that time, there was never a time for Kuminga to go completely back to the bench. I think something similar happened with James Wiseman as far as just the way Kerr only knows how to win one way. But you're going to have to step away from Clay and Steph. Well, obviously Clay because he's gone to Dallas now, but you're going to have to step away from the old way of winning, and you're going to have to find a new way to win with the players. Because I think once Curry leaves, I think Curry will be on his way out too because I don't think he's going to be able to cultivate a team that was already given to him by Mark Jackson by the time he was no longer in Golden State. But I do like what I'm seeing from Jonathan Kuminga. He's gonna command a salary from what we heard earlier this summer. He's gonna command the same salary that Franz Wagner got. And I think that's fair. If you look at their ability, you would put them kind of in the same echelon of players, even though Kuminga obviously doesn't have the offensive freedom. You would say Kaminga's ceiling is much higher. I would say it's much higher than someone like Franz Wagner. I look at Kaminga more along the lines with the Jalen Williams, those type of players who should become all stars at some point, um, and can be, I guess Jalen Williams would be the second best player on OKC behind Shea Gilgis, or even third, just depending on how Chet continues to grow and develop as well. Um, but I kind of look at Kaminga in that way, and Kaminga again, I'm really looking for him to emerge as one of the guys, in the NBA. He ain't got to be the face of the league per se, but the Warriors' best player as Steph continues to age, I think is attainable. Making multiple All Star games, I think that's attainable. And the rest of it just depends on situation fit, the roster around you, how much you winning, etc. But I think Kaminga is more than ready for his role to expand offensively next year. And this is going to be his perfect opportunity, I think. So we'll be looking for that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.